Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 96 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On play action, Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Lawrence finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Houston.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try the left side with ETN. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The Texans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Gets by him at the 25, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Now 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deebo Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Lawrence's throw going into the hands of Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the...
And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37.
And the Texans first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, here's Stroud. And incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stalled some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's a give to Etienne. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Again, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Now Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Texans on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now Lawrence. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he hits that, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now ETN to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 75 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, right back to ETN. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Lawrence. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. A very solid gain of 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 31 yards there and a first down. You got to give him the football again here. He gets the big run down to the 2. Pay it off.
I like it. I like the call, but here's always the question. How many times do we see the big runs and a guy pats his helmet and says, take me out? Why would you go out when you've got a chance to get it again and score?
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Number 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now, hang on. We got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Stroud to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Texans first down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Stroud sets up the play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Lawrence, and his throw is incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Stroud off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. That one goes for 30 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars! Mike Williams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lots of look to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it was was Mike Williams, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. First and 10, it's Stroud. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, Texans. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Lawrence. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw going into the hands of Williams. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
At the Texans' 49-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Play action. It's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tutu Atwell, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Bloods to try to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Man in motion left. That's Collins. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. ETN once more. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Stroud. Miller on the catch over the middle. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Stroud working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Stroud looking to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff for Etienne. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
As Stroud now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Lawrence. Open man is Atwell, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
2nd down and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it.
Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Stroud.
Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
ETN with it.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another tote for Etienne.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's brought down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Etienne.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And taken down just shy of the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
On the return, Hardy. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Now Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now.
And this is going to be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 23. And his throw here's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Lawrence is going to find his running back. It's complete.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Well, a timeout called for by the offense. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Jaguars have won the game.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going. And points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Jaguars, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.